The most profitable period of 2024 with the holiday season is among us. Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Christmas, people are literally spending billions of dollars on gifts and other products online. And this is our time as e-commerce store owners to benefit from this period in order to increase our profits. My name is Carlos, and in today's video, I'm going to show you the best 5 dropshipping products that you can sell in October 2024. And I will be doing this while showing my product research live with strategies that I implement on a daily basis. It's completely raw, unfiltered, and authentic, so you can learn as we go. So let's dive into it. So we will do product research live, and I'm going to find 5 winning products within 10 minutes, at least that is my goal, to show you the best products that you can test right now, and above all, how you can do product research afterwards yourself. Because you can learn from this video, not only by picking the products and testing them, but to also understand how to find them so you can do it yourself and use it and implement it right after. Okay, so just to basically explain what I've opened up, a few ad library tabs. This is a product research tool that is completely free. You can literally forget all the expensive tools that you want to use, that you may have seen online, because they are not making any difference, okay? It might be that some tools are giving you maybe products that are done for you, but the worst thing that you can do is use those products because everybody can get their hands on them. When we need to do it manually, you will do product research based on a strategy that works for you. And this will basically separate you, that will basically let you stand out from the crowd. Okay, so we have the ad library here, as you can see. We have Who Seeks, AliExpress, and my product sheet. Okay, with also products that I've tested, which I will be sharing with you after this video. So how do we do product research? Okay, what we want to do, we want to do product research in a country and use that native language within that country to filter on keywords. Okay, as you can see here. So we use all ads, and we can use in keyword or advertiser. We're going to use both. That's why we also opened up this second tab. So to give you basically an example of keywords that you can use, I've created a list that you're basically able to use right away. But what should you do? Okay, look, keywords are used in the Facebook ad library. Use this in your native language of the country you will search in. So we have here 50% off, or basically any other discount you can use. Sales ends soon, back in stock. What are these words even meaning, right? If you're completely new, these words are most of the words that advertisers are using in their ad copies. That's basically that text that you see above the video or image that you're basically seeing when you see advertisements that companies are using in order to advertise their product, right? So with these keywords, we will basically be able to find all the ads that are used on Meta, so on Facebook and Instagram, by competitors, and we can hunt basically products that way and use them ourselves in another country. That is basically what we do. We don't want to reinvent the wheel. It's that simple. So to just start right off the bat, we use a keyword like, for example, 50% off. Okay. What we want to do next is go to depot.com, basically translate it into a language, for example, Dutch. Okay. We use this keyword and we do product research in, for example, the Netherlands. Why the Netherlands? I'm assuming that I'm going to test these products myself. So with that, as I am testing in Germany, as most of my followers know, I'm going to do product research in countries or basically around the country where I am advertising in, because the buying behavior, the climate, all those things are almost the same in the Netherlands as in Germany, right? As they are like neighbors. So that will increase my possibility of having a product that can actually be profitable for me as well when it works in a country like the Netherlands. I hope that makes sense. So what we do here is we go, for example, to the Netherlands, we use all ads, and we basically copy that keyword that we just used, right? We translate it. 50% off in Dutch. And we do 2 things here, okay? To just start right off the bat, we have filters, and this is super important. What we want to do here, we want to basically use active ads only, because inactive ads basically means that they're right now not advertising. Most likely they're not making money with it right now, right? Otherwise they would be running ads for it. So what we want to do, we want to directly filter the inactive ads out. So we do that by using active ads. The second thing we do, and this is very important, is changing the impression date, not from, but to. Why? If we use a date, for example, today, the 25th of September, right? And I will do and basically search for ads that are advertised since today, then the likeliness of finding a winning product that has been advertised since the day is very low. Why? Because if we use products that are advertised since the day, then it's most likely not that the product has already been proven to work, right? Because the time is too little in order to determine it a winning product. I always say 3 to 4 days minimum. Why? Because that will basically give us the advantage over others who are maybe searching for 7 to 30 days, because we get our hands earlier on it. Plus, we are basically also filtering out the first 3 days as they're completely new and not yet, let's say that dialed into Facebook in order to consider it a winning product, right? So let's say we take the 21st of September, okay, 4 days earlier. We apply these 2 filters, and right now what we do is literally scrolling, okay? I have a fashion store in Germany, as most of you guys know, so I will do product research for fashion products, okay? So I scroll down and you will also see like these kind of products that we just don't test. That's just there, right? But as you can see here, we are directly see already one in the Netherlands, and it's basically a coat, right? Or let's say a jacket, how you want to call it. So this coat or jacket is perfect for this time of the year, because we are entering right now the fall season, and people are willing to buy basically more warm products because of it, right? Even though it might still be very warm, they are basically buying in advance. So we click on order now. We go to the product page. This is the exact example of like basically a dropshipping product. Then we do one thing, and that is installing PP Spy. This is a complete free Chrome extension that you will only be charged for if you use a few features that you can use, okay? But we see here when we click on shop that this creation date of the first product is August 26th, so pretty recent, just a month ago. So that means that they are just in business, and the newest product has been literally advertised yesterday. So when we click on products, we see this product specifically has been created 4 days ago. Don't look at the last sale, because this is off, okay? This is not true. This is a bug, and you don't want to rely on it because most likely it's not true. What we want to look at is 4 days ago. So what we do next is we copy this link, okay? This is the second step. Then we go to the second ad library tab. We use all ads, and we just paste down basically the advertiser name. Okay, then we use active ads, of course, which has already been applied for me. We scroll down until we see that product, and that is here. The last thing we want to do in order to filter out this process is the see ad details, okay? We see here that the reach for this specific ad is 7,000. So we just did a drop down here for European Union transparency. We scroll down, we see that the age group they target is very broad, literally the maximum they can get. All genders, so not only women, and the reach is 7,000. What does this tell us? This tells us that it's most likely working for both men and women. Maybe men are buying it for women, right? They're testing it in Belgium and the Netherlands. So that tells me that I can advertise it in Germany with very little competition, most likely. And the reach is 7,000, okay? 7,000 plus 2 more, of course. We see here, this one is 1,200. So let's say 8,000 combined. And this one is 200. So let's say 8,000, the total reach, right? Look, my rule of thumb, and this is very important, is that you go for, let's say, at least 7 till 10,000 reach minimum. Why? This basically tells me that they are advertising it for long enough, and they've spent at least $100, $200, $300 on this product in order to test it. And the more they have spent, and they are continuously running it, the more that basically confirms to me that they are doing well with it. Otherwise, they wouldn't be spending money on it. So that brings me to the next thing, and that is actually using this product myself. It's in pretty early stage, and I would consider this a good product. So the next thing I will do, I will put this product in my list, okay? I put it down here, the competitor link. I use the ad library link, right? So I can search it up, and my team who's basically creating the ad creatives can use them. And if I have notes, I can put it down here. If, for example, I want to use maybe specific colors, right? Etc. Okay, so not like diving too much into detail, right? To just stick to the 5 winning products. We have basically copied the competitor link, the ad library link. Right now, what we can do is use the compared ad link and the selling price for what they are doing, because that's most likely working for them. Okay, so the selling price is $44.95, and the wait, it's actually the other way around. So copy this, paste it down. And the compared ad price is 90, right? So 90. So this basically tells me that they are having a 50% discount. That is exactly what I use normally as well. And then what we want to find out, of course, what is the actual profit, right? Because we have this product right now, but if they're making 4 euros profit, for example, when the buying price is 40, then we don't test it for this price, obviously. So the next thing that we do is super simple. Okay, what we do, we make a screenshot of this product right now. Or let's say their green variant. Screenshot, we go to AliExpress, and in here, we are going to use this search by image tab. So I'm just gonna search this image. And you can see it's gonna directly filter out the product that I want to search for. So I see the shipping price is 10 and the buying price is 6. So that basically is $16 of basically spent on product cost. But as you can see, I used USD, right? So depending on where you're going to sell in, it is very important that you determine this tab here as your target country in order to have the right shipping and product price, okay? Because this can vary. So let's say 16, right? Let's make it simple. We used it 16, let's say 18 euros, just, you know, to have some margin. What this tells me is when this is costing like 18 or let's say $20, we are left with 24 to 26 euros in profit per product sold. And that's very healthy. What we want to aim for, and this is your basically next tip, is we want to aim for at least 3 times the buy-in price, normally in terms of selling price, or at least using an 18 euro profit, basically profit margin per product sold. So of course, not the advertising cost deducted from it. So the selling price and the total cost price deducted from it, that would leave us with at least 18 euros of profit, then it's healthy. We are at 26, so that's very good margin in order to test this product for this specific price. So we would go for it. So 26 euros of total profit, right? This is the first one we found. Next, we just scroll, okay? I see here as well videos that you can watch. And if you're using a general store or you're using, let's say, pain relief, a niche or whatever, you can use these products as well, right? And we do it the exact same way. And this, of course, problem solving is pretty good, so we can actually use it if we were having those kind of stores. Okay, we see here a pair of jeans. Next, we just go to their store again. We see they only have total products of 63. I normally aim for at least 200 because that tells me that they are most likely long enough in the game to understand what they are doing. The shop has been created as well, like pretty recent. And the product has been live also since just 4 days. So what I want to do, I want to look, again, you can go to the ad library here, but I see all those 4 ads in here and I'm just going to count them up, right? So 47 reach plus for this ad, when it's working, 31, very little, 37, like that's not going anywhere, 63, and this one is 9,000. So this is basically capping all the, this is basically getting all the spend, right? You have several ad sets within Facebook. This specific ads, I mean, this specific ad is basically allocated all the budget to. Because as you can see, the reach is 9,000. That's exactly within reach, within the days that we are looking for. And that is perfect. Or let's say 7,000 or more. That's what I would consider something that would be worth testing. This one definitely is. So what I would do, the second product, we found it already. Okay, we use this one and we are going to do one more thing, which is of course copying this, pasting it down. And we are going to use this link for also ad references so we can use basically and leverage basically the ads that they're using as these are working well for them, or at least this one, right? So that's something we can use. Then the next thing that we want to do is, of course, determining the selling price. So we do the exact same thing again, okay? We're going to create a screenshot of this product like that. I'm going to AliExpress. I'm going to upload this image in here and it's going to search it for me. Okay, we already found it. Okay, so this one, we see it's free shipping with 17 euros of cost, or let's say dollars. Let's keep it in euros. Okay, so let's say 17 euros, and the selling price is 44.95 as well, with 90 euros compared at price, right? So I can just copy this. This will leave us with 1 euro more in profit, and this gives us again a very, very healthy margin. So to just basically also explain it to you guys a little bit more and more in detail, how can we actually find also products that are maybe, let's say, very general, right? Products that are solving problems or things that people want and need to have. So I'm just going to search for that, and I will do that in another country, okay? To just diversify it that way. So I will take for this one, let's say Sweden, okay? We use 50% off again. You can use all kinds of keywords, right? But I would like to keep it simple here. You can also determine it for a specific niche if you're, of course, niched down with your store. Then we go to Sweden. We use this language. We're gonna use all ads and paste down here the keyword. It's gonna search it for us. Active ads has been applied, and the filter that we are gonna use, of course, again, is, let's say, 3 to 4 days earlier. We apply it, and right now, like I said, we're not gonna search only for, let's say, fashion. We are gonna search for products that are also solving problems or things that people want or need to have, right? So more general products. This one, for example. So I'm not sure what this is. It's pretty slow today, but let's look at their... Okay, so it's just basically, this has been a very big winner earlier as well. It's like a magic printer, right? Like a stamp. So I know these kind of products work really well. So what I want to do is just check, of course, again, products, it's been created 2 months ago. Look, this is important to understand. I always aim at least for, let's say, 3 to 4 days active, but with that, not longer than 1 month. Why? When it's longer than 1 month, in this case 2 months, then most likely the competitors already hunted it and it has been tested a lot, right? When it was a very big winner. And we, of course, don't want that too much, because as little competition, the better, right? So I will just skip this one. It's also important to understand what we should not use, right? So we just scroll down and we see here a lot of ads that are just not showing up. So I'm not sure why that is. Okay, now it is. Okay, cool. So let's take a look. And we see here again like fashion, but we are going just for other kinds of products right now. So products that are not determined, of course, to a brand or whatever, right? Like this one, this pet. I'm not sure if this is like a brand. But it looks like they're doing pretty well, because it's just been created 14 days ago and it's still active. So that means that they are making money with it. Otherwise they wouldn't spend any money on it, right? So we see here 58 reach. This one is having 71 reach. 1,700, right? And this one is having 1,500. So it will be a little bit too less for me to determine it, but as you can see, they have way more than I actually thought. So these guys, they're spending hundreds of euros per day on this product, okay? And this can also be that these stats here are just not updated yet, because the count together right now is around 5,000, but they have way more ads available. As you can see, way more creative, way more, like as you can see. So what this tells me already is that they're at least spending 200, 300, 400 euros minimum on this product. And you would never do that when, of course, you're not making money with it. So this would be something very good to determine it a good product for them, right? And altogether, you see here as well that they are using a lot of ads for this product. So I would just test this one, to be very honest, because it's something, you know, that I think that can actually work. It's something that basically solves a problem from what I've seen. Okay, it's a bit holistic, I think, something like that. But it might be that people are just very interested in it, right? They have 14 days active and they're spending quite a lot on it. So it would be worth a test. I would test this one, definitely. Because it's something I've never seen, and that is very good. Why? Because if you see something that is literally available in a grocery store around the corner, then most likely people can just get it there, right? It's very easy and something that I've seen more often. But if it's something I've never seen, or you as like just, you know, someone looking at it as a customer point of view, then it would actually grab your interest, what it did for me, right? I did not know what it was. I wanted to know more about it. So these are signs what also competitors would have, or let's say customers would have, in order to buy it, to get to learn more about it, right? Why it would actually make their life better. So that's why I would test this one, and it's having a wow factor on me. So I would definitely test this one myself. So I would copy this product and paste it down, do the exact same thing as we did earlier. go to the ad library, paste it down, and we are going to use this link. Paste it down in here, and the selling price that they are using is 399 KR in Sweden. I don't know what it is, so 399 KR Swedish krona to euro is 35 euros. So let's say 34.95. We always round it off, okay? The pricing is very important, how you price it. So 34.95, and I think they're using 50% off. They don't, but we will, okay? We always do 50% off. We've seen just work that's just going to work better. So 70. Okay, what is the buying price? So I'm just going to look at it if this is actually a dropshipping product, right? If this is something that we can use. So I would, for example, use this one just to see if it's available on AliExpress. And if it's not, if you're using a private agent, you can use that as well. Most likely your agent can source the product for you, right? If you don't know how to basically find it, how to find an agent that you can use, I've created also a video about it, how you can find the best dropshipping suppliers, and you can use that in your advantage, okay? But this one is available, and that's perfect. So I'm just gonna look at it and see the pricing. So there's US plug, UK plug, and EU plug. So if I'm selling in the EU, I see selling the buying price is $15 with free shipping, which leaves us with 20 euro margin at least, right? Because we're selling it for 34.95. So let's say 15, and this will leave us with 20. So that would be worth the test for this kind of price. So that's the third one that we found. Then we go to the next ad, and we just scroll down again. So we see a bunch of products here as well. You can literally look at, okay, just randomly picking some ones to see and to learn more about it. But this store is quite bad, so I would not test this one, definitely not. Okay, let's see. These are like all kinds of strange kind of products. I don't know what they buy in Sweden, but of course I need to apply the filter. So we just scroll down as we have already seen these kind of products, right? Look, first of all, big tip, I would never burn my hands on these kinds of products like with liquids or like powders or whatever, because that's very tricky to sell, and you will most likely get restricted by Facebook more often when you're just a new advertiser, for example. So I would definitely not do that if I was starting. So let me see, the Facebook ad library is pretty slow today. Could be just because of Swedish market. But as you can see, it's not loading pretty well. So we can, of course, use all kinds of languages, right? We can use Sweden, we can use Norway, depending on when you're based. If you're using Australia, you can do it like in New Zealand, but you can also use other languages and countries outside of the market that is close to you, right? So if I would use, for example, let's say Germany itself, right? I would use Germany, use all ads, and 50% off in Germany is the same as in Sweden. Then I would only apply, of course, the two filters again, and we can go the exact same route. It's that simple, right? It's literally no rocket science. So let me see. I see here as well, they're using 8 ads for this creative and text. So they're definitely spending some money on it. I'm not sure what this is. I've never seen it. But I see it's a Temu product, and Temu just like Shine and all those kind of things, and we don't want to test that, of course. So fashion, more fashion, we've seen that. Pain relief always does pretty well. And we see here they have a very professional product page. I like this a lot. Look, this is basically what stands out from the competition, right, guys? You can have like a Shopify store, you can have a very normal page, but if you have actually a product that works and you're going to test something like this with pages, right? With a lot of information, everything that you can find like is problem solving. This is what sells. This is what stands out. This is what makes people not even think about it twice when they have these kind of aches, right? Like knee ache or whatever, knee injuries, right? You don't want these things. This is perfect, right? Like they're using images that I cannot look at, but that's good because that's triggering the pain points we want in order to solve that with the problem that we sell, right? So I would never make this kind of page if I was not sure if this product was actually going to work. So what this tells me is that these guys are making money with it, most likely. So what will I do? I will go to, let me see, their ad here, and they have 2,000 reach, but we can of course look at their ads that they're having live. So let me check. a few ads. And of course, active has already been applied. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Like, I'm not sure how many they're using, but they're using quite a lot. And most likely they have a few more available, also with other kind of products. But as you can see, they're spending hundreds or maybe even thousands per day. So if we can get this product, I would definitely test it myself if it's not a brand, right? So what do? Let me see if they have an image. They don't. So I'm just gonna look at it if I can even find this product on AliExpress myself. Make a screenshot again, upload it, because these products are, if they work, you can literally make a brand of it, like long term. Okay, I see as well the selling price is very low for what the problem that they solve. Plus, they have 74 sold with 8 reviews, 5.0 star review rate, right? So this would be a perfect product to sell right now during October. So you can basically use it the entire Q4 and afterwards if you're going to create a brand of it. This is perfect, literally. So 36, they're selling it for, let me see, 99. So they literally have like 60 euros profit, pure profit per product sold. And they are making, I'm 100% sure they're making over 10K a day. Easily. So copy this link again. We found our 4th product, and this is, I think, one of the biggest ones yet. Okay, I really like this. If you see this, if this basically guy is seeing this video, props to you, 100%. This is perfect. So we're just gonna use your product, man. I'm sorry about that, but you're doing a good job. So 200, 50% off, of course. And the cost of, let's say, is 36 with a selling price of 99. So that will leave us with a very nice 63 euros profit per product sold. And these margins will allow you to scale really hard because they're high. Plus, this will also allow us, of course, then to spend more on ads to acquire a customer. And I'm sure they have a very low cost per customer, because the product is looking really good. The page is looking good. They spend quite some money on it. So it would be definitely a good one for us to test. Cool. That's the fourth one that we already found. Then we see here the spray. These kinds of products worked really well for me in the past, and it could be that they're working again. So I'm just going to look at it and look at their page to see how they're doing. It's the wrong page, few ads. So let me see, I see one, is this the same one? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 kind of ads for this kind of product. 47 reach, 62, 12, so I'm not sure how good they're doing, but at least it's important to understand as well what's not working, right? If it's not working. 21. This one is having 27. And the last two, 59 and 50. So I would not test this product, and that's good. Why? Because we literally didn't burn our hands on this kind of product right now, which basically allows us to test other products for the money that we've otherwise spent. Because you can look at, okay, you know what works well, but if you don't understand what's not working, then you're most likely going to burn like through the budget as like still really quick, right? Because not every product is going to be a banger. So you also want to understand what is not working. Okay, let me check. Food and everything, we don't want to test that. I see here a smartwatch. Smartwatches normally work really well. I see this one is having 5 reach, 44. Let me see, they have a few more. 121. Oh shit. Okay, it doesn't matter. And yeah, these kinds of products are just, I don't know. If you want to find winners more quickly, then you can just go over it. If you want to use that product, you know what kind of competitor we just searched for, and you can search it up. But I'm just gonna move forward because this takes a bit too long for that product. Okay, cool. I see here as well socks. So socks have worked as well really well for me. I see this one has been created 2 months ago and the price is just very low. Look, they can sell it for as little as 11. Oh wait, it's not even 11, it's 11, but then of course times 3. So they have a selling price of $34.95. So I would still basically decide to just look this one up because this is a real problem solver, as I know, because socks that are basically compressive and that basically help, right, with aches or whatever, and you can see in all these kind of situations normally work really well for people that are happily willing to give you the credit card for basically problems that you solve. So what we want to do with that is just look it up to see if it's something we can use, right? I see 1,000 here and they are using even more socks, so we can also check that one out. This one 60. So not too impressive, but as you can see, this is their best selling product. Been created 2 months ago. So it's something that you can look for, and you can look at also after this video if you want to use it yourself. Oh, we see here a few more, so this can make the decision maybe even better. 43, 17, 22, and this one 77. 1,000, and the last one, shit. Sometimes it's a bit frustrating when you click on things you don't want and you need to scroll back again, but you know, those things happen. So I will just move forward. I'm not very convinced with that product, to be very honest. Okay, so we see here again a smartwatch. I actually used a filter, so why do I see? Let me check. Okay, these are better. So this one, for example, 2,000 on this one only. This is an interesting one. So I'll just go to their store. I see they have 679 products, so they know exactly what they are doing. Why is this important, guys? And when you have 679 products, then most likely you have more products running. So what we can do is look at their ad library, and most likely we'll see not only this product that works well, but we can also track other products for them that are working well, because they most likely have a lot of ads, which is true. They have 79 results. So they are spending a real big money per day, and they are making a very big return with that if they're doing it well, right? So we're just gonna search for that product that we just searched for. And that one is a little bit lower, I guess, here. So if it's only this one, then also 315. 2,800. Not too much. So, but the good thing is we can look at their products here, and we can see that this product, for example, has been only created 22 days ago, and there's a best-selling product on a store that has been created in July, right? So this one is outperforming all the other ones, which have been made most likely created like a month ago, 2 months ago. So what I want to do is look for this product. It's called Theo, 22 days ago, and it's a jeans. Okay, so a pair of jeans. So this one, right? Theo, 448. We scroll up, we see here as well, Theo, right? Super easy to track, 5,000. So this one I will test definitely. And 46. Yeah, so this one will be a banger, 100%. So I'm gonna test this one, and literally within 30 minutes, we have found basically 5 products to test that can give us like a lot in return. Not only now, specifically with this one, what I think is gonna be a huge one for us for like the long term, okay? And that's important. What you should do then is, of course, using the right Facebook ads, continuously test new creative to basically not saturate that product too quick, right? You want to basically, as a quick tip right now, use 3 to 4 days before like consistently testing new creatives. Otherwise, you will basically have a very big frequency. That basically means on Facebook that the amount of eyeballs from the same person will become higher. Facebook then has a hard time to find new audiences for the creatives that you use. When you're gonna use new creatives, Facebook can also basically retarget the people that did not buy yet but showed interest, right? Because of the pixel tracking. And that way you will be able to get long-term sales for that specific product. So this Theo product is a very good one. So we use that. We see the selling price is $39.95, right? And I'm also going to list down this sheet, guys, so you can use it right away with the compared ad price, the selling price, the competitor link, the ad library link, so you can use the same kind of ads, plus the total profit that you will have with the total cost. So that way you will be able to determine your selling price if you want to even go higher or lower depending on where you sell, right? So the last thing that we want to do, of course, is to search this one up. Again, on AliExpress, we do the same way, literally search by the image. You don't need to do the hard work anymore. And we are gonna search for it this way. Look it up and we see that this specific one, we need to find, of course, the right one. Let me see. So I think it's gonna be this one. Yeah, this one. Yeah, this is it, I guess. Why not? Should be. You can also sell this one. Why this is good? Because this one is having over 1,000 items sold. Right, so there are like a lot of tactical kind of jeans actually. So I'm just gonna look at which finds they have more. I see here. Okay, this should be the one actually. So this one is literally having only $11 of cost, or let's say euros, how you want to determine it. And that basically tells me that with the right selling price of the competitive price of 80, that with 13 of, or let's say $11, right, that will give us a profit margin of 29, which is, let's say 28, right, which is quite high for this kind of product. So then we can also scale long term with it if it's going to work. So that's very good, of course, because the costs are only 11. That leaves us with the profit of 28. So this is how we do product research, guys. This is how you can find winning product within 30 minutes. You find 5 good winning products that you can test for this entire month of October with one insane banger. If you use this one, the more quickly, the better. And you can use it in your advantage. So if you have any questions, drop it in the comments as well. I will list down this product sheet as well inside the comment section with all the products that I've tested as well for Valenta. As most of you guys know, right? The store that I used, I will even show it here, right? Valenta, the store that I used that most of you guys have seen as well. And of course the numbers that I did with it. So that basically with this store, you can also look at, okay, now how should you actually structure your product pages, and what can you expect, for example, in return. Last year during October 30th until December 22nd, when I created this store where I did the Q4 challenge, I was able to generate over 111,000 euros with this complete new store, literally almost a year ago, in 30 days from now. So this way you can look at what worked for me, what can work for you based on these products and the new products that we found, so you can use it in your advantage with the right profit margins. Okay, so this is how we do product research. These are the products that you can test. I hope this was valuable. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Take care. Peace.